To cook. To cook is kupika, kupika.
Kupika.
That's Kupika, kupika.
Kupika.
Kupika. How would you say we have cooked?
Tumepika.
Tumepika. We have already cooked.
Tumeshapika.
Tumeshapika. Or we could have tumekwishapika. We said that the sha that comes from kwisha, we could just use kwisha instead of sha. Tumekwishapika. But all one word still. If you want to say we had cooked already, we cooked already, we had cooked already, instead of we have cooked already, you can use the past with sha. How would that be?
Tulishapika.
Tulishapika. Very good. So this would be like, we cooked already or we had cooked already instead of we have cooked already. Tulishapika. We're not cooking yet. We're not cooking yet. What was the word for yet?
Bado.
Bado. Good. We're not cooking yet.
Bado hatupiki.
Very good. Bado hatupiki. We're not cooking yet. Good. How would you say we're not working? We're not doing work.
Hatufanyi kazi.
Hatufanyi kazi. We're not working yet. We're not working yet.
Bado hatufanyi kazi.
Good. Bado hatufanyi kazi. Hatufanyi kazi bado. We haven't worked yet.
Bado hatujafanya kazi.
Very good. Bado hatujafanya kazi. What was the word for together? Something like place one.
Pamoja.
Pamoja. Good. So even if you just remember the beginning, of how something starts, place, hapa, that really spurs the memory on, Pamoja, together. We work together.
Tunafanya kazi pamoja.
Tunafanya kazi pamoja. We cook together. So what was to cook?
Kupika.
Kupika. Good. We cook together.
Tunapika pamoja.
Tunapika pamoja. What was to like?
Kupenda.
We like to cook together. We like to cook together.
Tunapenda kupika pamoja.
Very good. Tunapenda kupika pamoja. So we have pamoja with the pa of hapa and moja, one, giving us together, pamoja. 1 o'clock is saa moja. Hour one, saa moja.
Saa moja.
Sa, S-A-A, is from the Arabic sa. And like the Arabic, it also means watch or clock, or watches or clocks, as the plural is also sa. So we have S-A-A and the accent on the first A.
Sa.
So we have sa moja, 1 o'clock or at 1 o'clock. Sa moja. What was to travel, like safari?
Kusafiri.
So if you were to say, we will travel at 1 o'clock?
Tutasafiri saa moja.
Tutasafiri saa moja. We will cook at 1 o'clock.
Tutapika saa moja.
Tutapika saa moja. They cooked at 1 o'clock.
Walipika saa moja.
Walipika saa moja. They wanted to cook at 1 o'clock. They wanted to cook at 1 o'clock.
Walitaka kupika saa moja.
Walitaka kupika saa moja. Very good. Can you come at 1 o'clock? So what was to be able?
Kuweza.
Kuweza. Are you able to come at 1 o'clock?
Unaweza kuenda.
Come.
Unaweza kuja saa moja.
Unaweza kuja saa moja. Now, if you hear this, you might be very early or very late if you don't understand how time works in Swahili. So in Swahili, the hours of the day aren't orientated in two sets of 12 hours around midnight, no, but in two sets of 12 hours orientated around daybreak and sunset. So Swahili speaking countries, being on the equator, can do this very easily as the day and nights are pretty equally divided and the lengths vary very little, no? As opposed to other parts of the world where the day length and night length vary quite a bit with the seasons. So 1 o'clock in Swahili time would be around 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. in standard time or Western time, let's say. That's 1 hour after sunrise or 1 hour after sunset, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. Interestingly, you may notice that people's watches and clocks are set to Western time, but people look at that and read off the Swahili time kind of automatically. So someone might look at the clock saying 7 o'clock and automatically read it off as 1 o'clock. So this is a fascinating cultural mesh, no? Which we see even in the language that, Swahili speaking countries are very open to mixing different elements from different cultures. And we really see this with the issue of time. So basically, Swahili speakers use clocks in the Western way, set from midnight, but only start counting from daybreak. So 7 o'clock is then 1 o'clock, 1 hour after daybreak. So 9 o'clock in Swahili time will be 3 o'clock in Western time, or looking at a clock face. So we're not talking about any time difference or anything, no, just a different way to referring to the same point in the day, in the same place, or the difference between what you see on a clock and what people say. So when you see 3 o'clock on the clock, that's 9 hours after daybreak or 9 hours after sunset, so that's 9 o'clock in Swahili. The word for 9 is tisa, also from Arabic tisa, tisa.
Tisa.
So 9 o'clock,
Tisa. Saa tisa.
saa tisa. We will go to the town at 9 o'clock.
Tutaenda mjini saa tisa.
Very good. Tutakwenda mjini saa tisa. Saa tisa tutakwenda mjini. Tilde is quite flexible. Until is mpaka. M-P-A-K-A. Mpaka.
Mpaka.
What was to reside or to sit, to stay?
Kukaa.
Kukaa. How would you say they will stay at the hotel until 9 o'clock?
Watakaa hotelini mpaka saa tisa.
Very good. Watakaa hotelini mpaka saa tisa. So we'll read 3 o'clock, no, on the clock, but we will say 9 o'clock. Watakaa hotelini mpaka saa tisa. So 9 hours after sunrise or 9 hours after sunset. How would you say they will be in the hotel until 1 o'clock?
Watakuwa hotelini mpaka saa moja.
Very good. Watakuwa hotelini mpaka saa moja. So again, we will read 7 o'clock on the clock face, but we will say 1 o'clock. Watakuwa hotelini mpaka saa moja. So this ni that we have, like in hotelini, hoteli, hotelini, can't be used with all words. For example, with names of cities, you couldn't add on ni. So Nairobi is Nairobi or in or to Nairobi. We won't say Nairobini. So how would you say we're going to Nairobi?
Tunaenda Nairobi.
Tunakwenda Nairobi. We are going to Nairobi at 9 o'clock.
Tuta or tuna.
So when we say at 9 o'clock, we have the context there, so we could use naota.
Tunaenda Nairobi saa tisa.
Very good. Tunakwenda Nairobi saa tisa. To arrive in Swahili is kufika.
Kufika.
So that's F-I-K-A, kufika, to arrive.
Kufika.
The word for but was lakini, lakini.
Lakini.
So you could say, we will go to Nairobi at 9 o'clock, but we will not arrive until 1 o'clock. So, we will go to Nairobi at 9 o'clock.
Tutaenda Nairobi saa 9.
Very good. Tutakwenda Nairobi saa 9, but we will not arrive until 1 o'clock.
Lakini hatuta. I'm confused because I don't know what to say before. Is the sentence that we won't arrive before 1 o'clock?
Always think about just the bit that you have at hand, no?
Okay.
Because you can be confused about many things you have to think about later, no? So, hatuta was very good. So, what was to arrive?
Kufika.
Okay, so, but lakini, we will not arrive, we won't arrive.
Lakini hatutafika.
Lakini hatutafika until 1 o'clock. Until started
Mpaka.
Until 1 o'clock?
Mpaka saa moja.
Very good. Lakini hatutafika mpaka saa moja. Very good. So, saa moja, 1 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, if you're looking at the clock, can mean 1 hour after sunset or 1 hour after daybreak, no? So 7 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the evening. And if it's not obvious from the context, you can say 1 o'clock morning. The word for morning is asubuhi, asubuhi.
Asubuhi.
They will arrive at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Watafika saa moja asubuhi.
Watafika saa moja asubuhi. And asubuhi is like sabah, another name in Arabic, if you know it, meaning morning. Watafika saa moja asubuhi. They will arrive at 1 o'clock in the morning. And the word for night, do you remember the word for night?
Usiku.
Usiku, good. Like in leo usiku, today night, tonight. How would you say they won't arrive until 9 o'clock at night? So they won't arrive until 9 o'clock at night.
Hawatafika mpaka saa 9 usiku.
Very good. Hawatafika mpaka saa 9 usiku. So they won't arrive until 9 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock at night in Swahili time would be 3 a.m., around 3 a.m., 9 hours after sunset. So you may have noticed also you can just minus or subtract 6 hours to work out the difference there. He will arrive to Kenya at 1 o'clock at night. He will arrive to Kenya at 1 o'clock at night.
Atafika Kenya?
Just Kenya, actually.
Kenya? Oh, okay. Atafika Kenya saa moja usiku.
Good. Atafika Kenya saa moja usiku. So again, we just say Kenya. We don't say to Kenya. We don't say Kenyani. We don't do this with country names and city names. Atafika Kenya saa moja usiku. So we have this very interesting situation with time in Swahili-speaking countries where most clocks and watches are set to standard time, Western time, which doesn't make a lot of sense now because, you know, time always has a time zone as well. So it's just the Western way of dealing with time, i.e. orientating it around midnight. Clocks are set that way, but people read them and read off Swahili time, which is going to be plus or minus 6 hours. No, you might also notice as well that people are particularly good at identifying the time to the half hour or even the quarter of an hour by looking at the sun and the shadow, thereby excluding the need for watches and clocks.